Ben 7, 2009. Ben 7 is easily one of the most chaotic Ben 10 ripoffs ever made. It's an Indonesian live-action series that released 85 episodes in 5 months, and everything in it feels completely improvised. Instead of an alien watch, Ben gets his powers by accidentally releasing 7 ghost warriors from a cursed book, and they possess him to become his transformations. The forms look like dollar store versions of Heat Blast, XLR8, Hawkman, and random creatures like Catfish Human and Ball Human. And despite having 7 options, Ben mostly just uses Fire Human, even when it makes the situation worse. As the show goes on, it stops pretending entirely. Ben suddenly gets Iron Man powers, teams up with Power Rangers, fights CGI helicopters, and transforms into anything the studio had a costume for that week.
Daripada kamu gak sombong, lagu, cerewet.
Ya. Oh, begitu sih, aduh.
It's short, bizarre, and it's chaos. And somehow, that's exactly why Ben 7 became unforgettable. Let me know in the comments if you're familiar with this series. Dragon Ball: The Magic Begins, 1991. Before Hollywood butchered Dragon Ball with Dragon Ball Evolution, Taiwan already attempted an unofficial live-action adaptation. And the crazy part, this bootleg feels more loyal than the official one. Dragon Ball: The Magic Begins openly steals the early manga storyline, the hunt for the Dragon Balls, the quirky road trip adventure, the slapstick martial arts, but renames everything to avoid lawsuits. Goku becomes Monkey Boy. Bulma becomes a knockoff adventurer, and the villain King Horn is basically Emperor Pilaf's aggressive cousin. Filmed in the forests of Taiwan and Thailand, the movie uses handmade props, explosive wire fu, and costumes that look like they were rented from a school play. And yet, it captures the original's goofy, innocent charm surprisingly well. It's silly, it's unlicensed, and it's technically illegal.
I don't care about my own life, but this pearl is very important. We can't lose it.
Grandpa, tell me what's going on. Why do you suddenly talk like this? I won't let anyone hurt you, and I'll safeguard the pearl.
But it embraces the childlike spirit of early Dragon Ball in a way many official adaptations failed to do. The Samsonadzes, 2009. It's Simpsons, but in Georgia. And rendered in disturbing early 2000s 3D animation. The Samsonadzes is one of the most blatant cartoon ripoffs ever aired on television. It's The Simpsons, but uncomfortably shiny and stiff like a PS1 cutscene. The animation is hilariously awkward, jittery lip sync, rigid movements, and character designs that look like they're one patch update away from horror. And yet, the show was hugely popular in Georgia. Why? Because it wasn't just a bootleg, it was a political cartoon. It constantly mocked corruption, social issues, and especially Russia.
არ მოგეწონეთ?
პირიქით, ძალიან მომეწონეთ. თქვენ დამტკიცებული ხართ კეთოს როლზე. Brad Aaron Pitti.
It once featured caricatures of Russian leaders, which sparked enough controversy to put the show on the international map. But when asked about ripping off The Simpsons, the creator insisted, this is not The Simpsons. This is the Samsonadzes. Samsonadzes. I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to pronounce. Metallic Attraction. Kung Fu Cyborg, 2009. Kung Fu Transformers, in short. If you ever watched Transformers and thought, this needs more romance and kung fu, then Hong Kong's Metallic Attraction Kung Fu Cyborg is exactly that fever dream. The film follows Dai Ming, a government-built cyborg sent to a small town to learn how to be human. There, a woman falls in love with him while robotic assassins terrorize the countryside. The robot designs look suspiciously like Michael Bay's Transformers. But the tone is part rom-com, part martial arts film, and part sci-fi chaos. It's a genre smoothie. None of it blends. But you can't stop drinking it, I guess, when you watch it. Despite the madness, the movie has surprising heart. The kung fu choreography is genuinely fun, the CGI is ambitious for its time, and the story leans into philosophical questions about identity. It's a Transformers bootleg with feelings, which, ironically, gives it more emotional depth than some actual Transformer movies. Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island, 2005. Coconut Fred, SpongeBob's evil twin. Fruit Salad Island is one of the most infamous cartoon coincidences ever broadcast by Kids' Warner Brothers, not Nickelodeon, WB. It's the story about Coconut Fred, a hyperactive coconut whose personality is basically what if SpongeBob drank 7 energy drinks.
This isn't just an ordinary wad of paper. It's a special paper.
Fred is joined by Slip and Slide, two Patrick-like banana brothers. Bingo, the timid plankton parallel, and Mr. Mel, a watermelon boss who is basically Mr. Krabs without the money addiction.
Fred, please don't tell me that you want to be a lifeguard.
Well,
The similarities were so obvious that SpongeBob fans absolutely hated Coconut Fred. The character became a symbol of everything wrong with trying to copy a global hit. Loud, annoying, and painfully forced. Yet the show also had a weird charm. A warm, cozy island setting, silly character dynamics, and a cast of surprisingly talented voice actors, including Rob Paulsen and Eric Boza. It only lasted 13 episodes. But in internet history, Coconut Fred remains a legendary example of we have SpongeBob at home. Yongary, Monster from the Deep, 1967. Most Godzilla knockoffs crash and burn, but South Korea's Yongary, surprisingly, it's not that bad. Released in 1967, Yongary was Korea's attempt to enter the monster movie boom that Japan had sparked. And unlike many ripoffs, this one actually had budget, craftsmanship, and help from Japan's Toei Studios.
The mysterious moving earthquake has been identified as being caused by a gigantic reptile. This monster Yongary has already been responsible for several deaths and great damages.
The miniature cities look great, the creature's suit is expressive, and the action mirrors the goofy but fun style of mid-era Godzilla films. Yongary is essentially discount Godzilla, bipedal, radioactive, destructive, but he has a few unique touches like an elongated snout and permanently shocked eyes that make him look like he just remembered he left the stove on. It's campy, it's shameless, but it's also oddly charming. Among kaiju clones, Yongary is one of the best made, proving that even ripoffs can have personality. Robo Vampire, 1988. Oh man, this one is legendary. Directed by Godfrey Ho, the master king of stitched together films, Robo Vampire is a Frankenstein of unfinished footage, vampire monsters, robotic suits, hopping Jiangxi zombies, a ghost woman seeking revenge for her undead boyfriend, and a Robocop knockoff who looks like a piñata version of the real thing.
Drop your weapons in 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12.
It's just pure cinematic chaos. The plot makes no sense because it was never supposed to. Ho reportedly took abandoned Hong Kong movies, spliced them together, overdubbed new dialogue, and created a new film. The result is a fever dream filled with kung fu vampires hopping like demented Easter bunnies and a robot hero who moves like his costume was bought at a dollar store. Yet despite everything, or because of everything, the movie is unforgettable. It's a perfect storm of low-budget genius and an intentional comedy. Dogmons, 2002. Finally, Brazil's adorable attempt to ride the Pokemon Digimon wave, Dogmons, a project so shameless that its official website literally linked the Pokemon website. The premise is simple. A boy finds a portal, travels to another planet, and befriends magical dog creatures with elemental powers. The designs are Pokemon inspired. The evolutions resemble Digimon, the characters look like anime archetypes photocopied too many times. 17 episodes were planned, and only one was ever finished. Still, Dogmons has its fans. The idea of powered dogs is undeniably cute, and the project came from a place of passion rather than corporate mimicry. But ultimately, Dogmons wasn't original enough to survive in a world already filled with monster-catching giants. That's 8 minutes. Thank you for watching. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe for more flops.